I can find my buttons and my everything. And by I can find my buttons and everything, I mean I can't. Hi. Hi. I'm a, I'm a bit frazzled. Excuse me. I don't need trash. I got a mustache. Hooray. Thank you for garbage. My child might like that. I don't know. Okay. Before we start, I got a thingy, and I want to do the thingy because I want to see if it makes a difference because I don't like the... But that is not the Switch's fault. That is, or that's not the new keycap's fault. It is the switches that came with the thing. With the what's it called? What is this? With this thingy. Okay. Moustache. I moustache you a question. Are you shaving it for later, Frost? Thank you for the follow. Rayo? 2? Hello. Thank you for first fist, second frost, and third fire. Hi. Yeah, okay. So let's see. Still don't like doing that. Okay. But I got, supposedly, silent switches. Let's see. Okay. I can't tell. I hate that it starts mirrored. Okay. Maybe. Give me a minute. Where's my parsec? Connect to the laptop. Is the laptop open? Hopefully the laptop's even open. I don't even know if it's open. Huh? Supposedly. Okay. Nope. Wait. Okay. And that. We'll close out of that and we'll open the streamer bot there. Hello, Zero. I keep reading it as Zero. I know I already have it open. So close it and then open it. That's all I'm asking. Is to just open it. Can we behave today? Neat. Okay, so let's close that. And then let's see what isn't on. Probably everything. Because why would anything be on? Why would anything work here? Nothing ever works here. It's, oh look, nothing's on. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna crash out. And it might be because somebody kept me up really late. And by really late I mean I maybe got anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes of sleep. It's fine. I'm doing great. It's great. But yeah. Oh, we got that. And then we got that. And then we got... Do we got the rest? Sure. Okay. I didn't keep up. I wasn't talking about you. I didn't say that you kept me up. I said somebody. Now that somebody may be me, but somebody kept me up. The first stream I catch is not a scuff stream. Okay, in my defense, this is not a scuff stream. This is a regular stream. This is how we start all the time. You'll get a at some point you'll get a, why isn't this working? It's supposed to be working. I worked really hard on it. That's the kind of scuff stream. So, you know, way past bedtime. Yep. Well, I was listening to a certain gentleman finish up his game stream thing. And then we got talking about food. I was doing nothing. I was supposed to be doing stuff, and I didn't do anything. And then, yeah, that handsome gentleman with his partner and roommate were talking about being content creators, and I got nosy, and then I think I went to bed, and by bed I mean I laid in bed. But I think I finally solved one of my spider solitaire hands. I think it took me like a total of 5 hours, but okay, so we got these things, and they are supposed to be silent. Shaking my head. So, ideally, oops, my phone's not on silent. I'm gonna laugh. Do these not fit? Are these too big? Oh god, did I do these wrong? These are different though. Oh no. Wait. Why are these different? Ooh, I don't like that. Oh. Am I not supposed to take that out? I should probably turn off my keyboard though, huh? How's the arms from typing? They're sore. But so long as I don't like... Am I not supposed to remove... Are these not removed? Are the middle... Are the space bars not removable? This one's not coming out easily. And it's shaped differently. What do I do about the different shape? And why doesn't this one come out? Oh gosh. Why are you different? Is it attached to the other one? Because they're both moving. Like they're attached to each other. Do these not work either? Like, does that not work there? Did I do this wrong? Oh no, okay. So maybe not. Okay, so I guess we'll see. I don't know. I think I like that. I don't know. Pretty keycaps. Thank you, Fat. Hi, Fat. While I have you here, the purpose of today's eventual one, once I'm done being distracted by the fact that I got some kind of... I did something wrong with switches, is I need to ask you what kind of paper, hot press or cold press. And the problem is that explaining it doesn't do a whole lot of good to people who don't know watercolor papers. So, you know. Yes, I know. I have them. I have examples. I just need to take care of my... Yeah, no, I like the other one better. Okay. Because I like the rest of the keyboard, but my spacebar is so fucking loud and I hate it. You should just put the number. But yeah. But that I did recently. Now you tell me. Oh, it says put a number. Choose number. Did it not? It's not my fault the instructions say Just pick the number of which you'd like. I read it too fast. Fair enough. It's supposed to give you like a random one, I think. It could be in Q right now. Or not. Or not. I got thirsty. Fair enough. It should also be able to do like if you did like if you did like iced coffee 3 or something like that, it should be able to take that even. But if it's just the name, oh, it's fine. I'll dehydrate. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you could technically do a shy high, even though you're not supposed to do both, but you could if you needed to. Good old rejects. Well, it's just contains. I don't know rejects, regex, rejects. I don't know how to pronounce that any better. So, you know. Yay. The bare necessity brew. Okay. So, now that we've got okay. Now that we have that out of the way, and we've got this. Okay, so I was explaining this atlas, and Discord hates me and didn't pick up the sound, and I'm so disappointed. But so there is what's called hot press watercolor paper and cold press. I have 14. I have a normal amount of pads of paper, a very normal 14 individual pads of 20 sheets of a block of watercolor paper, which is what we did the last time. So this is the cold press. It's generally what I usually work with, just because I like textured paper, and you can kind of see, let's see. The actual like texture. And so you can kind of see like the actual fibery, right? So that one is the cold press. Hot press generally tends to be smoother, but because this is cotton, it still has some kind of texture. It's just less textured, right? But you can still see some of the fibers, but it is smoother than the other. Yeah, they're the sketches. So these ones were going to be today's to test to see if you prefer, which of the textured ones you prefer. And then, yeah, I think what I'm going to do, so I have a very normal amount of blocks, and what I was going to do was set it up so that they all had the 2 things, so that if I ever decided to do either all of my emotes or if I got more commissions. They're really pricey though, so I feel like they're probably not. But either way, then I'd be able to rotate through, and then I would like lock in. Make sure you lock in, Brownkie. Good luck. Gambatte. Then I can peel off each new piece when I have more. I don't know. I just keep them on the block because I'm lazy. But then I was like, well, maybe I should pull them off the block. I should probably pull them off the block. But I just don't like... Oh, I do have my... Somewhere thinking. It should be over here somewhere. And now I have, like, actual normal size rulers too, instead of just a wee little 6-inch one. So now I should be able to draw across the entire block without having to like scooch it. But oh god, there's too much stuff. I'm a little, aside from lack of sleep, a little manic because life is going super well and I'm getting rejected for housing. I love it. It's great because this person thinks that my sob story is a scam. And it's like that whole, "Hi, I'm looking for a job. Do you have any experience?" "No, that's why I'm looking for a job." "Okay, but you need to have experience for this entry-level job." "Okay, but where am I going to get experience if nobody like you is hiring me to get experience to get a job?" So it is, "Hi, I need housing." "Well, we need history of renting. I don't have that because I need housing." "Yes, but we need to know that you are legit and that you will pay things." I know, but I promise I will. But just trust me, bro, does not really work. Supposedly. What they're telling me anyways. Okay. And then like this is my traditional commission. Most of it's just paper. Some of it's actual art. But like we've got Copics. I really, really, really want to set up my Copics and go through and swatch everything because I think that would be, and I enjoy it. It's boring. It's like a watching paint dry thing, but it makes soothing, just repetitive sounds and stuff. You know? Which killer do you think I should play? Nurse or Blight? Blink through walls, Blight can rush survivors down fast. Be fast. Do the Sanic. Sanic. But yeah, I did this for Art Fight. When was this? 2-3 years ago? Because I didn't do Art Fight last year. It was like the first time, and I think I technically chose a team, but I didn't actually do a. And I want to do Art Fight this year. I really want to do Art Fight this year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And so yeah, there was like that. My little Selkie. Let me tell you about my OCs. Oh, my little bird. I love Mira, by the way. She's my favorite baby. And then all these other, like... Some of these are mine. Most of these are not. Oh, look. Back when I was a brony. And so, yeah. These were my Copic days. I was not particularly great at them, but it got better eventually. It took a bit. And then sketches. Look at all my unfinished art that I was too. I like the sketch and I'm too afraid to ruin it, so it stays a sketch. But yeah. Thank you. Oh, the pink girl one was with the pink hair. This one? Yeah, it's my friend's OCs. And so that's them here. They're siblings. And it's Christmas. So you know. And then my little Fire Force guy, I was so proud of this guy. I should, because there's two of them. The two little guys from Fire Force, but I only did this one. But I did it so long ago, I don't remember what watercolors or anything I used. And so it's like, I want them to match. Oh, this was 2020. And so it's like, I want them to match. But yeah. 2020, was that? That must have been my core watercolors. And then like old little arts. of friends. Back when I was a pony artist. So, you know. And then all my older stuff. Oh, here's a frost bear. So yeah, I guess. Where did that palette knife go? Oh yeah, there's a VGen. I don't remember. It's probably exclamation point VGen. My name is the same on basically everything. So, yeah. Hi, Annie. Annie. You know who you should commission, though? Annie Bell. She does cute little emotes, like our Doom Moro and the Doro one. I think is what their names are. I don't actually understand where they're from, but they're from a thing, and everybody has them, and they're very cute, and she does them on stream, and her art streams are very chill and very relaxing, and I need a flat. Oh god. Are you under 2 pieces? No, because it should just be 1. So then why are you being obstinate? Like, I'm not being that rough, darling. I'm really not. Why? What are you doing? Ew. No. Okay, do I have to get the letter opener? Is the palette knife should be more than sharp enough. It's not sharp, I guess, but it should be fine. Hi, skillful. Hi, Legacy. You guys, I'm illiterate, just so you know. Hi, illiterate. I'm Mina. Fine, I'm gonna use the letter opener. I need to remember to set up VGen. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. When I ran away, I nuked it. And then I was going to use a different one. Ugh. But then setting it up and getting verified and all that shit was like, so much work. Passport. I thought it was over here. Did I not have it over here? Oh yeah, it is. It's just in a logical place. Ooh. Ooh. Hi, Cade. VGen, the ultimate temptation. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. I go, I finally have money for art. Spends it all. Art. And then it's like, whoa. Oh my god. Why aren't... Crazy throw? What was crazy about that throw? Why is this binder so... Oh my gosh. I don't like this. This is why I work with pads, not blocks. And you all are like, what? And it's because they are glued on the sides so that it keeps it flush, so you don't have to wet and tape the paper, which I don't do because I'm lazy and I don't actually know how to do proper watercolor stuff. I am just a poser. Did you know that I am just a poser in everything that I do? I don't know anything about watercolors, but I do them. I don't know jack shit about audio, but that's my job. Stop. So Piccolo says, darling, where's my dinner? Or my drink? Remember, darling, you're supposed to either feed me or get me white girl wasted, even though I'm not white, but my model's white, if you're gonna finger me in the face. So, you know. At least you're trying. Hopefully you get better. No, I plateau. I get to an okay skill. And then I give it up entirely. I get competent enough, and then I give up. Oop. I didn't mean to hit my microphone. Oof, jeez. Okay. So we'll do that. Something. No, my hobby is not to collect hobbies. My hobby is collecting materials for my hobbies. I'm very good at that one. I am like top tier at that one. I have thank you. I have skeins and skeins and skeins and more skeins of yarn, cotton, wool, acrylic. I have two skeins of like silk, hand dyed silk that a friend made, and plenty of other stuff. I have bolts of fabric and I have a sewing machine, a serger, overlock machine. I have two different embroidery machines, one of which is an industrial size 4-needle embroidery machine, although that one technically I had a business. I have threads, lots of threads for sewing or embroidering or sewing and embroidering. I have did I mention I have fabric and lots of fabric and wigs? I have hundreds of wigs and partially finished cosplays that will never get finished because I would not fit in them. I have all sorts of hair. Do you have fabric? Yes. Depends. I have mainly it's satin, but yeah. I do have some cotton. I have button machines, so making pin back buttons and or sewing buttons. I have silk, no, because I don't really use silk. I have plushie making things. I have crochet hooks, lots of crochet hooks, and lots of knitting needles. And did I mention I have a lot of yarn? I have I have I have an electric piano, an electric guitar, an acoustic guitar. We have a ukulele. I have how many microphones do I have sitting on my desk currently? Oh, only 3. The other 2 are over there. You can make a plushie. Yeah, I have materials to make plushies. You play guitar? Not anymore, no. And not very well. I never played it very well. I have midget fingers. I was a classically trained pianist, however, though. Not that I can read sheet music anymore either. What other hobbies? Watercolors, alcohol markers. I have... What other art supplies do I have? I have lots and lots of different papers and diamond art. And did I mention 15 blocks? 15 blocks. Well, 14 of the green, and the 15th is the hot press. I have diamond art stuff, lots of diamond art stuff, and then all of the asthma crap that I have around my desk too. What other hobbies do I have? Nail stuff, books. I have coffee stuff to make coffee, like a hand grinder, and then like the slow pour over, slow drip coffee thing. Even though my acid reflux hates me. That was a really weird yawn. Sorry. I'm not on the site. I can't be making those noises. Anyways, thank you for the 3 stream streaks, Couple Legacy, 25 stream streak, Atlas, 15 stream streak, uh, Cage. Why? Why are you bullying me? And 7 stream streak that. And thank you everybody for ordering drinks and stuff. You didn't hear that. It's fine. I need my head pads. Okay. Big yawns. Yeah, I may have only slept 45 minutes or an hour and 45 minutes. I don't remember, but something like that. I hope you get some sleep tonight. Get some what now? I'm gonna get yelled at if I don't, though. I'm gonna get yelled at if I don't. Okay, so let's see. So I made. So now we'll have 3 in rotation. You need sleep to live. I don't want. Nope, I can't say that. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. Okay. So I'll have 3 in rotation. It's fine. I was joking. It's just dark humor. Because I'm dark colored right now. Stop. Stop. Besides, I stopped. You guys insinuated what I was about to say. Stop. I did not finish my sentence. Therefore, that's on you guys. You. So I'll do the 3 in rotation, and then it will just be like, hey, look, you can make an emote, and then, like, you can sketch an emote, and then you can line the emote, and then paint it. And look at my shit hand right there. I was having such troubles with these hands. And not in the usual hands are hard way. I was so upset. Anyways, what did I do? Nothing. Why? Also, why do you keep sending me money? Especially on the off days. I just get these random ping. You got something. You got somebody contributed on Ko-fi or whatever, and I was like, what are you doing over there, Franz? Me? Yes, you. See, I've got an 8-incher right now. Instead of my just 6 inches over there. Stop, you guys. So much fingering. Remember where we are. It can't be me, because I'm broke. Hi, broke. I'm Mina. Welcome to my circus. Ooh. Ooh. That's a lot. That's a lot. Maybe not that much sturdier. But it's a fair bit sturdier than this one that I have. Yeah. Why? Why you gotta do me dirty like that? Why you gotta do me dirty like that? We have guests. Like other streamers and shit. God. Waiting for the day I won a bet. Hiya, Josh. Let's see. Let's see. So it was... Stop. Why? What did I do to deserve this? Although... Oh, did Googly not work? Does Googly not work? Blasphemy. Should. Actions. Googly. Oh, well, that's why. Why didn't that turn on? There we go. Enjoy. No, I fixed it. It just took me a bit because I'm stupid sometimes. Okay, so let's see. It was 5 of these, right? But then that would be... Right? No, there's 5 of these. Wait. They're different! Stop. Stop. God. I'm trying to be like the cool kids. Because they seem to get it. I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Like the cool kids, you guys. Embarrassing me in front of the cool kids. Okay. So 2, 4, and then here's the 5th one, right? So then, when it's over here, and we do that, then it'll be 2, and this one here, and then I bet $25. 60 flicks. For what? Till you lose a finger? No, you'll lose a finger in the first try. If I've learned anything, is that I can bite. And it's not going to be enjoyable. Ouch, because it's not going to be a clean... Ouch. Stop. Stop. It's not going to be a clean bite. I have herbivore teeth. So you're going to get bit by chompers. Matter of opinion. Yeah, but it won't be like a clean bite. Like, think of like a dull knife. When you cut yourself with a dull knife as opposed to a sharp knife. So it'll be like that. I have 2 fang teeth. Well, good for you. Some of us were born with herbivore teeth. And the constitution of a wet paper bag, which is why I startle easily. Okay? Because I am prey. Let's see. And then 2. But, you know, food chains exist for a reason. Why are you caressing me? You just flicked me in the face without even buying me a drink. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, wait. We're in the asthma category. Calm and stop. Stop. Lily! Can we get a shout out for Miss Lily? Because I haven't set up an auto shout out because I've been a lazy motherfucker. Because I've been a lazy motherfucker who needs to get off her lazy ass and not just sit there all night long doing nothing. I did absolutely nothing. Oh no. I'm just here to lurk. Exactly. So now you can get a lurking shout out. As one does when they lurk. 1, 2, 3. Which is why I never announce my lurks. If I don't want shoutouts, I just sit in Rabo's stream, quietly, watching. In the cuck chair. Wrong side. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Yup. Okay. And then I think it was like 1 inch. I think on either side is what I ended up doing. Right? Because then that's 3 inches. Give or take. Nope. That's not 3 inches. Okay. What do I do? ¿Dónde está? But yeah, have a good lurk. Thanks for stopping by, Lily. If you guys like variety streamers, but specifically, she seems to do a lot of like horror games. And a cute, delicate little bunny. I highly recommend going and giving Lily a look over. She is so cute, so sweet, and a better person than most of us, probably. And if you shower her with affection, she might cry, and it's really adorable. Sometimes I just like making cute girls cry, okay? I'm scary, rawr, yes. But oh, I meant to mention, Lily, that your chat was calling you short, but at least you will have this. At least you will be taller than me. You are anywhere between 1 or 2 inches taller than me. Mmm, tasty. Look at that. Like a kite. Look at that chin. Yeah, they were saying something about 5'1" or 5'2", I think. So you are 1 or 2 inches taller than me. Oh wait, I forgot to put that on silent. Shut up, Discord. So yeah. 5'1". Yeah, so you're an inch taller than me. So yeah, if you need someone to throw around as a, see, I have someone that I'm taller than. You can do that. 4, and then 1 would be here, right? Yeah, so we'll just do that, and then it'll be like 1 inch from the top, and then the 3 inches, that is the size of the emote, and then whatever is on the bottom is on the bottom. Small bean. Got it. Yeah. I am not a very big person, which is why there's that juxtaposition. Or why that juxtaposition is brought up so frequently. Okay. They still don't look proper straight, which shouldn't be surprising given my gay. What are you making? I am making emotes. We're going to be making traditional emotes, but right now I'm just setting up for the eventuality of doing the rest, mainly because I'm stalling. AQ ruler. On anything, it always goes wrong. What's an AQ ruler? That sounds like smart people talk. And I'm not part of that club. It's too shiny. My eyes are too bad. Ooh. Okay, so there's the 5. And then there's the 2. And then this is the 5. And then the 2. It's too shiny. Yes, we're travel size for your convenience. If we were your real size, your cow here would die of fright. That is why I chose my username, my handle, anyways, for so long. And it still is in some places. Okay. Okay. And then chisel. There it is. 6. And then that's 11. Let's see. Why are they all facing different directions? I hate it. Okay. Pencils. And an eraser. Check. So now I should have things that need to be in there that stay in there. And then the things that don't need to be in there, constantly in there. So you know. Progress. But Mina, that looks like crap, I know. But I don't care, it's really not that big of a deal. Not the outside part anyways. Also, being left-handed is terrible. Don't do it. Just say no, kids. Don't be left-handed. My partner is trying to get our youngest to be left-handed because you have an advantage in fencing. And it's like, just teach them to fence left-handed then. Because the rest of the world is not set up for people who are left-handed. Case in point, they keep like moving the changing pad so it's got more room. Getting wet? Yeah, we're gonna do watercolors, Pam. I mean, you can dry brush them, I guess, but can't pick up a whole lot of paint dry brushing. Fencing, cool. Yeah, but like just learn it that way. And that's assuming they even want to like do fencing. How are you, Pam? If you guys like gentlemen's with a soft, maybe not soft, but like a smooth, how do I words? If you like a sexy man voice, go over to Pam's. Tired? Yeah. If you like a tired, sexy man's voice. An in pain, tired, sexy man's voice. Why are you in pain, Pam? Is it that time of the month? You gotta get a warmies? I can go pick up some chocolate for you if you'd like. Yeah, sexy man voice. Yes. With the model of a cute, fuzzy baby penguin. Fell over last night. Doing what? Like, just fell over? Were you haunted by my spirit last night or something? What caused you to just fall over? I fell down the stairs earlier. In my defense, it was really dark. And I miscounted. I was walking around ABS. And ABS. Whatever. There was a hole. Oh. Yeah, that's how they get you. Them holes. They pop out of nowhere. Like, jump out of nowhere. May have been intoxicated. So the instant karma. Why do you have a flashlight or something? Or why don't I? So I don't fall? Because it was like 2 a.m. and I had to pee. And my phone was charging. I don't just carry around a flashlight. And sometimes I like to think that maybe I can relive my childhood days of being able to see in the dark. Except I can't. Cordoned off. Like, cordoned. Like roped off. I can see better in the dark. Well, yes. Probably everybody can see better than I can, except for the literal blind. I am not very good at seeing. We are talking about my daily debuffs, and I usually have about 10 to 12. I got 8K with your pick. I don't know what that means. I got 8K. Neat. Do I look like Nightwolf? I don't play Dead by Daylight. Okay, which one is better? Which one's juicier? Probably not that one. These microns are hella old. And theoretically, I replaced that ink. Ooh, stop. Stop. You're fine. 8 kills. 2v8. And 8 is the max. So I got the best scenario. By yourself? Did you do all the killing? Or did your duo get? Did I hear DBD? Heavy breathing and addiction. Yeah, see? Snow meet zero. Zero meet snow. We are about even. Oh, okay. So then you didn't get 8. Your team. Your duo. Let's see. Let's see if we can do a less. Hola. Buenas noches, Messi. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, but you came in here going, I got 8K. I did. My differential equations exam I took today is already graded. I somehow got a good enough grade to keep my A. Huzzah! One thing I wish... I was talking with my friend about this. About how... One thing I wish I knew when I was younger was... Your GPA really doesn't fucking matter. When they say C's get degrees, like, they mean it. And you can just... skate by the bare minimum. Which is... all that is required of you. You know? And... when you're my age, it won't matter what your GPA was. But you will still have nightmares about needing to go back to high school because you didn't actually graduate high school or something. I don't remember. Agreed, yeah. No. I spent too much time, like, ruining my sanity over getting good grades and stuff like that. That it was like, oh, it doesn't really matter. Because nothing really matters. To me. Okay. We're gonna fix that ugly hand. Because I really hate that. And I haven't quite figured it out yet. And it's not even just the usual amount of ugly hand. It's like the especially weird kind of ugly hand. Because, like, the other fingers are fine. That one is fine, because it's pointing that way. That one is fine. And then... like that, maybe? Almost. Funky little wrist thingy. And then there's that line. And then... yep, your arm bends like that. There we go. Uppies! Hit them with this. We're talking about games. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Dooboo, dooboo, dooboo. I was gonna say I should pull up my reference, but I have this, like, right here, the model. You know? Sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. And then if we turn the microphone around, and oops. Put it in there. And then, see, now we're facing the same way. And I'm borrowing your head. No, because then you can hear me breathe. I'm not going to breathe in your ear. Thank you. Isn't it cute? It was from when I was a sea tuber. And then I made everything all aquatic themed. And then I became a wolf, fox thing, whatever I am. But sometimes we go back to the ocean. How are you, Knife? I like fish. Yes. I have a love-hate relationship with fish. I think they're amazing and horrifying at the same time. Well, not just fish, but any marine animal. Any aquatic animal. Let's see. My hand is casting a terrible shadow and it's moving my hand's really not going to make a difference. I decide I'd like to have a model, half angel, half fallen, or Diablo for Lilith wings. I highly recommend looking into customizable models. It's a relatively inexpensive way to kind of test around and see what it is you want or like in a model, a design, the features it has, etc., etc., etc. Without having to start with and go broke by commissioning. At least if you're indecisive like me. But if you're indecisive like me, don't get into this hobby. Thank you, Josh. Okay. Sorry for the heavy breathing in my ear. I have to start making more money and also start streaming again. That too. Or they could just collect dust like all of mine. They don't need to know, it's fine. puppies. Yay. Sometimes you just need help getting your cereal off that top shelf. Which is why you don't have tall people. You don't have tall people in your household, because then they put the things that you like on the top shelves just to torment you. I say that as if I, like, have experience with that, but I don't. Hi, Jaeger. Reinforcements? What kind of reinforcements? I was going to make a joke, and this is not the time or place. But still. 100% customizables are the way to go. I do wish that, like, there was better, Ophelia. Charge! Hello, Ophelia and Raiders. Welcome in. Stop, Prime. You guys. Rude. Hello, Ophelia and Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. If you need to raid and run, by all means, please do not feel obligated to stay. If you would like to stay, hello. My name is Minori. I am whatever form that I am currently in. I give off exhausted mom just trying to relax vibes because I am, in fact, sometimes tired. Welcome to my circus. We enter your stream with it. Do with that information what you will. Okay. Sometimes tired, she says. Yes, only occasionally. Because I actually get normal amounts of good sleep at night. Every night, definitely. Well balanced. I also eat really well. But at least that I could stand to lose a few pounds. What? I never sleep. Exactly, see? I sleep more than Franz. Except for last night. Well, yeah, because I didn't sleep last night. I slept this morning. This is the other MILF I have marked down, chat. Well, hello, other MILF. I am a MILF, apparently. I am MILF number whatever to Jaeger. Welcome to my abode. We are doing watercolor emotes. Practicing. And we're doing it on hot press watercolor paper because, I don't know, I'll sleep when I die. Exactly. I was always told I'll rest when I'm dead. So, you know, I'm still alive. So no resting. Now, if someone else were to tell me that, then I'd say, no, you need to rest. But I am not like good, rest-deserving people. You know? Thank you, Tony Spumoni, for the follow. Welcome in. And thank you, Shadowrum User and Holy Cobra for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you guys make sure to give our lovely reader a look over, please? And thank you, she says. Where's my mouse? I just like the spelling of your Ophelia. Oh. That's the Mio, isn't it? The, Mio. The, something, it starts with the C. Is it Chibi Mio? Miu. Mio. Miu? Mio. One of those. I know what model it is. It's such a pretty model. It is such a pretty model. Had to cut some corners. It was spelled weird. Yeah. Well, that and tends to be taken and all that. I like it. I think it's neat. Because if you don't know the name Ophelia, then you're like, huh? And if you do, then it's like, oh, that's cute. will say, though, when I search for it on Twitch, it's the first result. Exactly. Exactly. If you know it enough, or well enough, and it's distinct, then you've done your job with the branding. Or something. She says not actually an advertisement knower. This casting shadows thing is really annoying. But I don't have another light. Can I do it from like over here maybe? Although I don't have much battery. No, I don't think that's any better actually. It's just glaring in my eye. I think I need my ass beat, y'all. My fault. Why do you need your ass beat? And with what? You took the words right out of my mouth. No one wants to talk about it. Yeah, because they avoid it. Can I help? With what? Hi, Jesus. Who we beating? I don't know. Shadow Realm user says they want their ass beat. Because I just realized you were drawing. Oh, okay. What do you think I was doing? Just talking? Which is fair. I get distracted very easily. Can I help? I need to vent my anger. But thank you for the 10 months, Jesus. They say we wouldn't last, mainly because of religious trauma, but you know, they say we wouldn't last. Fine. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Now, can I return my arms to their original position, or are they just stuck there? Why? Why, brown key? Shouldn't you be breading? Shouldn't you bread for dough? Finally free. Oh, fair enough. No more breading for the bread man. Do you know the bread man? He lives on Drury Lane. It was a pleasure meeting you as well, Shadow. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Mwah. Have a good one. Whoops. Day off starts tomorrow. Ooh. A single day? Or did you take some vacation time? Okay. So then... let's see, maybe if we do... Still looks kind of funny, but whatever. My bad. And then the neck. Okay. So then, how we do this? And then do it like that for the hair. Something like that. Thank you, Brownie. I still need to pick up, I was going to pick up some contact mics to hear the scratchies better. Thank you for the 200 bit. I thought you said you were broke, darling. I thought you said you were broke. Don't spend money. If you're broke, you're going to need it. It's a train. What? I only saw Franz's, so it was like, wait. Thank you, Franz, and thank you, Brown Q, for the biddies. I don't have tits open, sorry. Okay. Let's see. So hair, kind of like that. And then we'll do like a little ear. Different vibes here? What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with a birdie with its booty. I don't know what the pink is because I can't see. But I see a bird. Right? That's a bird in the middle. There, we had this pair of pigeons, and this man, he was handsome. Oh, it's a girl shaking her hips. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, it's fine. Oh, is that the me, me, me dance or whatever? Back in my day. From a long time ago. Circa all of, like, 08. Although I thought her hair was, like, teal, maybe, so maybe not. But there was this gentleman pigeon trying to woo a very... Women in nature are quite boring. It's the men that are the beautiful ones. At least in birds, usually. And he was doing his best to, like, impress her. And he was getting all... He was, like, fluffing himself out. And he had these beautiful, like, blue... Like the peacock teal-ish, iridescent-y feathers. And really dark. He was very handsome. Very, very handsome. And that poor boy... That poor little boy... He tried his hardest. That sounds like how I flirt. You get all fluffy, you puff up and go, hey. Hey. And you make yourself all big and like puff out your chest and like preen your feathers. And the feathers on your head kind of floof up. Yeah, me too. That's how I flirt. Brown key. You're driving. Go drive. What is it? Shut up and drive. And be safe. There, something like that. That sort of looks like... Kinda. That ear looks like crap, but whatever, we're just gonna pretend that it doesn't exist and just do hair, I guess. I guess we could probably do like a flower here. Right? Something. Oh no, we missed the train. That's okay. But thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I truly do. But yeah, the poor guy, he got completely ignored. All his fluffing, all his showing off and strutting, his strut. No one was paying attention. Well, she wasn't paying attention. The cats were. Hashtag bring it back. I can't do it. I can't control that train. You expect me to have control over my stream? Hi, Night. See, there's the Dead by Daylight player. Talk to him about that thing. I know nothing of it. How is you? I is. We're distracting ourselves with arts. And also we're gonna have a commission, and so it was practice too. But it's fine. One day, hopefully soon, I'll have a place to live. I'm a slut for art. I think you put the period in the wrong place, darling. I'm a slut. Period. At least based off of last night. Let's see. There's something funky about this, and I really hate it. Outed in 4K. Or something. I'm going to the wrong parties. Or maybe you're going to the right ones. I feel like if I'm there, someone's probably going to get arrested. So probably not a great idea. Unless you want to get arrested, I guess. In which case, yeah, join me at parties. How many times have you been arrested? Me? None. But somebody might. Just not me. I already got arrested. Why'd you get arrested? I hear you're not supposed to do that. Ugh, yucked up. Ah, yup, yup. Let's see. I don't want to get into too much detail. I said a joke and got in trouble. I was gonna make a joke when I got pulled over with some friends because I've got a really messed up sense of humor. The problem is we were a car full of colored people, and what would have been funny to me, having been raised white, is not appropriate for a car full of brown people. It was like, oh, I didn't realize that propaganda. Anyways, I really should not talk or stream. Just need cooler brown people. Well, I'm Mexican. Yeah. Well, I'm Korean, but I was raised by white people. Some people were raised by wolves. I was raised by white people. But yeah, some of my friends who were like African American, like actually from Africa, African American, they were, we went out for karaoke, and I was really not giving good directions, and so they swerved, and then we got pulled over, and then for some reason we got this really weird story about how I guess there was a pizza delivery man who got robbed or whatever, and someone matched the description of us, and one of the cops had seen us running from my house into the car, or a house into a car, which I thought they were telling the truth, and I was like, yeah, it's January and negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit, thanks. So yeah, we are running. But I didn't think that that would be a lie. And it was like, have you been stalking us since our house? Because that was like a 5-minute, 10-minute drive ago. Because it never dawned on me. Because I lived in a predominantly white area. So it was one of those things where it was like, oh. And I'm such a homebody that I was gonna say, because they wanted to pull us, like they did the whole shebang of like, get out of the car and we're gonna search your car and pat you all down. And I was, as we were getting out of the car, I was like, should I tell them, please help me, they took me from my home. And I have never seen a black man go as pale as this gentleman went, and a quick, no, don't do that. But to me and my stupid self, I was like, that's hilarious. Then you start to question all the lies you are fed as a child sometimes. I guess it depends on how you're raised. But we have had to sit my children down and go, I know you and the rest of your family are white, but I'm sorry, darling, you are not white. They're ambiguous enough, my children are, but just in case. But as of late, it's, yes, you're definitely white. This Asian lady's your nanny. Just in case. But that's because the US government thought I was not a citizen, even though I had paperwork proving I was. I just thought it was normal that I had to prove my citizenship, like, not just like typical like social security number, but it's like social security number, naturalization papers, birth certificate type proving every time I got a new job or went back to school. I just thought that was normal. I thought everybody had to do that. No, only the people they think are not citizens that are supposedly citizens. Good night, Brian. Mwah. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. That's a horrible mess. The thing about traditional is you have to commit, and sometimes I'm just not. I just can't commit to it. You have to go in fully committed, full-assed, not half-assed, because they know and they can smell your fear. Hi, Atlas. How are you? Yeah, this looks awful, but whatever. We'll just redo it later. It'll be fine. Enjoying the line art? Well, thank you. I used to have a very specific way I lined, and I don't remember how to do that yet. And it's bothering me because it's like, I want to work on that, but I can't if I don't recall how exactly I did that. Yeah, then the polish peeled off. How are you, Aeon? Eon. Why do I keep questioning? Why do I keep questioning this every time? Aeon, yeah. And then I go, no, wait. It's gotta be Eon. But it's like, no, it's Aeon. Anyways. Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. I've lost my nail polish. I just haven't been motivated enough to paint over it again. Tangent lines, whoops. We're just gonna ignore that. Hi, Zero. I have Goof Troop stuck in my head because I got my children into Goof Troop. And it's been stuck in my head all day long. Minding my business, playing Warframe. And that came in crisp. The whispering? My bad. It's because the ear's right here. The other ear's over here. My bad. Is it distracting having someone whisper in your ear while you're playing games? Okay. Close enough. I never whipped it out. Well, I thought you did. Because I thought I saw your guy wandering around. Maybe not. I think they're broken anyways. Look at all these doggos with the F's. We've got Fizz, Franz, Frost, and Atlas. And you like my derp emote? My herder? Hola, bonito dibujo. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I have no idea what that means. Good something. Oh, gracias. I really liked that line. That was a great line. So glad we did that. Thank you, skillful. I know, stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. I'm Mexican, but I can't read or talk Spanish. Me too. Well, sort of. I'm not Mexican, but I can't read or talk Spanish either. Nor can I speak Spanish. No sabo. Yeah, no habla español. Mi español es muy mal. Hola. Hello, FX. How are you? Long time no see, stranger. The only language I can speak fluently, and that's debatable, is English. Been stuck in your head lately. Oh. That's why you should always keep the doors and windows open. Getting trapped in your head is like one of the worst places to be. At least being trapped in my head is pretty terrible. Oh, look, another tangent. Another tangent line. Oh, yeah, my commands I need to update and all that. Tangents here. Well, tangent lines, specifically. But, conversation tangents, yes, sometimes. Thank you. Oh, wrong way. I'm yucking it up even worse. You see what I mean? They can smell fear. You just gotta get up all in there. No fear. No hesitation. Only confidence. Or foolishness. Or both. So, I have no fear. Sound eepy. I'm always eepy. I bet. Now, I don't remember what paints we used. I think we just used the whole paints. But I wonder if maybe we should give those ones from Daiso a try. Okay. Tappy, tappity, tap, tap, tap. Okay. Then let's see what we got. Let's see. See what colors we got again. We're gonna do. Okay. I don't know if the blue is blue enough though, because I think they're all a little too. Green. So we may need a different kind of blue. I prefer to work with blue than just flat out gray anyways. Hola, mini mina. It's Stitch. 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 Stitch and bitchin', or a different? Trying to think of how many stitches I know. But why meanie? Have I been mean to you? Did you deserve it? Oh, God. Okay, get up. Probably. I would never. Their name's not Shiver. Only Shiver has earned the unadulterated rage and fury. But in my defense, he started it against himself. So, you know. I did not deserve it. Which Stitch? You know, I only mean to those who do deserve, typically. Who was I mean to? How long ago was this? Because it feels like it's gotta be a while, right? Okay. Eyebrows. When was I mean to a Stitch? Stitch. Been a while. Since Stitch has been here? Or since I've been mean? Or both? Or since I've been here? I'm here more frequently than I had been. Just took me a bit. And a whole training saga. You know, last time. One of the times I was on last, I knew. That I was mean? Or that Stitch was here? I don't know. I don't think I recognize the name. I didn't know that it was breaking, too. What, my doggos? I don't remember the last time I was here. It's been a bit. It's been a hot minute. But I hope you've been doing well. I just can't... Why can't I remember? Why can't I remember? I see. It is probably these guys. Me. Maybe that helps? Hopefully? Probably not. Check in, chatting. I don't know, it was kind of on my end too that it was doing that. I think it has to do with the amount of silly animals as far as the whip it out and the get comfy are concerned. Okay. Now to move this because Just bad stuck in head. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's never fun. Never fun to be stuck in your head. In your head. In your head. Zombie. Okay. So we need to pull up a reference sheet and zoom in because my eyes are so... I just need to clean my glasses and get some new glasses, but I don't have time to get new glasses. And I'm too lazy to clean my glasses. I think I actually have I have a cloth here. I just don't know where the spray went. Is this it? Oh, well, now I have no excuse. I don't think this cloth is very good. I forgot what clean glasses is like. Hi, goose. Honk. Honk, honk. Okay. Let's see. Cobalt blue? Or probably cerulean, maybe. Probably with a little bit of Prussian. Cerulean might be too green. That is just not the same color as I thought that was going to be. Yeah, that is too cyan. Look at that cat hair. Ooh. Okay. Maybe with a touch of cobalt. Because I think Prussian is going to be too purple. Oh my gosh, why is that even more cyan? So who's this? Who's what? The emote? Me. Yeah, that's too cyan. Let's see if we can do just a whisper of a... Nope. Too small of a whisper. Because I don't even think I got it in there. Rabo Raid. Stop flicking me. Why, Wampus? Buy me dinner or a drink before you finger me in the face. Gosh. Welcome in, Rabo and Raiders. Plan to. Yeah, see? Welcome in, yay. Whoa, wait, what? I'll make you dinner. Well, that sounds good. That's fine. I am the dinner. The dinner and the dessert. Thank you for the follow. Kuai. Kuais. Kua. Kuasaiviv. Kuasiv. Kuasiv. Anyways. Oh shit, I gotta make the Alfredo. Yes, make the Alfredo. With shrimp, you said. And thank you for the follow, Master DJ. Welcome in, Rabo and Raiders. If you need to raid and run, by all means, Kua it is. Okay. If you need to raid and run, by all means, please do not feel obligated to stay. If you would like to stay, hello. I am Minari. I am whatever form I am currently in. I give off exhausted mom, just trying to relax vibes because I am, in fact, sometimes tired. A little bit sleepy sometimes. Just a little bit. We are watercoloring in the strictest definition. I think I need a little bit of Prussian blue because I think it needs to be a little bit. If you're hungry, come see me in Canada. I'll cook you some magic on the charcoal. What kind of magic? What kind of magic? It's a cutie. It's a dust crafter, and even cutier cutie. I feel like this is getting less and less like the right color blue. Yes. It is, in fact. Still not the correct one. Thank you for the follow, Bennett Funny. You've been it funny? Not you were it funny? Or you are it funny? But, I'll be here all week. Meat veggie. Mix of them. Ooh. Yes. Stop. Stop. I will take a yes. Gotta go cook. Okay. You should send me some, Zero. I shall anxiously await its arrival in the mail. I am Southwest USA, so you're north of me. Somewhere in Canada. Oh. Southwest USA. I am westish. We are a western state. But it is funny, the amount of people that are like, oh yeah, the Midwest. It's like, that is not the Midwest. Closer. Closer. Finally made it home and just finished eating. I was like, what's a bulgur? Boiger. Thank you for the head pat, Void. Welcome in. Boiga. I did not read that correctly. I was like, what's a bulgur? Thank you for the follow. Tomei? Tommy? Tomei? It's raining really hard. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I like the rain. Do you not like the rain? You probably are working, though. Probably working. Welcome to the Watching Paint Dry channel. We are at that part of the program where we will be watching paint dry. So, get comfy. Relax. Run off to a more interesting stream. Go to drinkgamergirl.com and get yourself a bevy or a nice blanket. Just jork it. Do as you please. I am not the boss of you. But we will be watching paint dry. Excuse me, you're excused. Good night, Fire. Mwah. Exactly. I'm just giving options. Hi, Andre. I'm just giving options for those who may be looking. Because sometimes just watching paint dry is not the most exciting thing. Many activities too. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not your supervisor, so just do you in whatever way that means as the paint dries. Let's put a pin on it. On it. Is it on it or in it? I thought it was a pin in it. Pin on it. I do say sayings incorrectly, like, all the time. Oh gosh. Seepage. Unintentional seepage. Glurp. And oh, that was way too much wet. Too wet. Too wet. Too moist. And then we'll just kind of dab. Not seepage. Yeah. It's just that it's meaning in its that it's seeping into areas it's not supposed to. When I was in cosmetology school, we were talking about you're gonna want to use the numbers and not type in the name, like the instructions say. um, we were talking about like seepage when it comes to color in hair or bleach, lightener, and we were talking about stopping seepage. So I made like a stop sign, and it says stop seepage, and I made that like an embroidered patch. Came back the next day to class and was like, here, enjoy the patch, stop seepage. That's still wet over there, isn't it? Yes. So there's no point in trying to do anything with that because it is still wet. Ah! And it's bleeding. You see? That's what I mean by the seepage. See, I'm a good boy. I listen to instructions. Eee. It's no problem. I knew that, like, it would be easier than having to type it all in, because otherwise you'd have to get it correct, and yada yada. So if you just do the number... That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea, Mina. Because that's just gonna... Well, okay, paint dry. So then we're probably going to want to use... I'm rebellious. I don't listen. Well, technically it's reading. Because I'm not making you listen to the instructions. But I'm also illiterate, so, you know. I don't think that's as dark as I need that. I needed a deeper blue. I hear seepage around where I am. Strangely enough, people are talking about bleeding or sewer leaks. I was going to say, usually, like, I feel like a sewer leak would probably be what you would think. Don't let them know. Okay, so it needs to be kind of a more navy. So let's add a little bit of the purple. That's all dried out. Am I a good boy or a naughty boy? I can't remember. I don't remember. You're whatever kind of boy you want to be. You're just a boy, and life is a nightmare. Also, I need it deeper as a quote, to be sure. Need what deeper? Oh, the color. Yeah, I need it. I need the color to be deeper. Gosh. Pervert. What the fuck do you think this is? Some kind of sussy show? I'm just a boy. A boy with a dream. A boy with aspirations. That's just laughing. I was talking about the paint. Duh. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because you paused. You said, is a quote to be sure. The man's version of I'm just a girl. Oh, I was thinking of I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. And life is a nightmare. Let's see what color you are. Not a good color. Okay. I think we need... What do we need? Oh, but the ultramarine would granulate then. That would be nice. That would be nice. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna... You see my encrusted purple? It dried. Okay. So if I do that, and then if I maybe mix in a... Would a brown be too... Brown would be too red, huh? Because I need it kind of desaturated. No, brown might be good, actually. No mistakes, only happy little accidents. So there's no wrong color. Or it's just all mistakes, but it's cohesive enough mistakes. Or something. Burnt umber? How orange is this burnt umber? Too yellow! Oh no! I have made an error. I've made a disgusting error. Oh god. Tasty. Oh, and you can't even see it. What do we need? We'll need ultramarine. We'll do ultramarine. We'll try. Wait, how did I get that over there? When did that happen? Okay. All mistakes over here. Yes. Okay. That's not the brush I was using, this one. And then stay. There, that's a slightly better. So, note to self, burnt umber is too yellow. That was yucky. That was an ugly, ugly color. Yeah, like that. I like how I made all that paint for such a little area. Actually, I didn't make up the name. So, actually, it wasn't me making up the name. Everything is made up, Jesus. Jesus. It's made up by somebody somewhere along the way. God. Especially when the sound is crisp. Second favorite ASMR is gun ASMR. Gun cleaning and reloads. Oh. Good night, Frost. Rabba has good gun ASMR. Good pew pew ASMR. I don't understand the people that complain about it being too loud though. Because I have to have them up on like max volume. But I am bad at hearing. Good night, Frost. Mwah. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Keep dipping it almost in the wrong color. Blurp, 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 blurp. Blurp. Okay. But yeah, I have no idea about burnt umber. Probably because it's like, that's how you would deepen the shade, I would imagine, is to actually like burn the... pigments or something? We'll just go over with the white. Probably should have started with the skin first, but you know. Still calling BS. Well, then don't use burnt umber. Just use regular umber. Oh crap, that was wet. Yeah, put your hand in it. That's a great idea. Steampy, you idiot. It's drying out. Why is the color on my palette drying out faster than the color on my paper? Because cotton. No one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. And let's see, I think the tone can be about... Yeah, like that. No, just bloop. Too wet. Too wet. Too much wet. Hi, Lucifer. How are you? Oh, no, it's too dry. It just like sucked up all that liquid. Okay, or not. And thank you. Let's see if we can get it to kind of portray some of the colors. Or is it just gonna wash it all out completely? I think it just has to do with the lighting. Playing Final Fantasy 14. Oh, heading into the first expansion. Nice. I think I got into... Because that's Heaven's Ward, right? Because it's a Realm Reborn, then Heaven's Ward. Yeah, okay. I have not made it very far. At least not legit. I think I used one of the books to get far enough so I could get Torgal when they did the Final Fantasy 16 crossover. 15 crossover? 16 crossover. Nice. What have you been playing as? What's your main? And what species? Was to get Reaper. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, the is it Mikote? Mihote? I think they're cute. Unless you mean like the actual like lion tiger people. Instead of the cat girls. Which I think there are men, but I only think of cat girls. There's the cat girls and then the Neko one. Yeah, okay. I hope I don't have to mix up more paint. Okay. So... if I remember correctly, so the skin is going to be... Sorry to flip. Sorry to take away the goth for a moment. I think the skin is... the hair is grayer in a more neutral gray than like a blue gray. I think. I could be wrong. There, I put it back. So then maybe if we do that dusty gray, maybe. It's probably me. I think. Well, it says everything's in the green. And it doesn't look like my latency is all that bad from OBS to the manager. But it wouldn't surprise me if I'm the problem, it's me. Okay. Nighttime cold medicine, Dr. Pepper. Good night, friends. Thanks for stopping by. Mwah. And thank you for all those silly little Kofis throughout the week. You silly, silly person. Why? Stop. It's my eyeball. Plech. Ow. Fuck. The nose is fine. It does not like the camera being, like, right in front of. Good night, friends. Thanks for stopping by. You're cute and black, damn it. Sorry, my bad. I'll go be uncute, okay? Here. I'll just go and be uncute. So, there you go. Enjoy. Is that better? Are you dry yet? Huzzah! but fine. You have the right to blush, but not run away. Why can't I do both? Why can't I do both? Oh, I don't think I have it on here. But I could do both. I have the ability, probably. Ostensibly. I think we're watching different streams. Glacier. Witty? Witty? What is that? Actually, we'll just do a big layer. Yeah, we'll do a big wash of that. I'm gonna need more paint on there, aren't I? Probably. Mistakes were made. Oh gosh. I used too small of a brush. Ooh, and not enough paint probably. And it's probably not that big of a deal if it's not super even of a wash. Because we're still gonna go over it with... Ugh, don't dry out on me. Don't you dry on me. Oh gosh, I have made an error. That's what you get for mistakenly thinking you can stretch the paint. Barely. Interesting, unexpected things you say, or someone else. Well, someone else definitely, probably. Is it Faye? Thank you for the follow, my dear. Let's see if we can do this without, like... Yeah, sort of. I probably will redo them because I kind of hate how they look right now, but theoretically. It was mainly to test out the hot press paper, because there's two different types of watercolor paper, at least that I have right now, in these sizes. Is the hot press, which is the smoother finish, and like the cold press, which has more of a rough texture. And so it was mainly as a comparison thing as far as for commissions and the like. But I'm probably going to go back and do mine in cold press. Thank you. I have a bunch of emote bases that I have bought. And so these are from... which ones did I use this time? I think it's Riri Gurin, Rigurin, and these are her bases. So if you care to make your own emotes or whatever, then there you go. I think I can take commissions. I'm pretty sure I can take commissions of those ones too. If you're interested, my VGen is the same name. Hot press, cold press, what about mating press? What's that? Look it up. My keyboard's not on the desk though. I cannot explain. Why? If it's against TOS, then why are we bringing it up, Jaeger? Naughty girl. Because... Mommy. What? You're the one that brought it up. Then you gotta follow through and explain to the mommy. If you are trying to coerce into a mating press, you're gonna have to explain it to me, darling. How about you do a bench press? No, because the whole time I've been asking someone to bench press me. You know? I never said I wanted to do one. Just that they should do that to me. Is Jaeger getting freaky over there? I just see... I saw mentions of her name. Too wet. Too much wet. Not enough paint, but too much wet. Oh god. Pinned back to your chest. Ah. You know, Jaeger, there's a time and a place. She wanted me to explain. You were the one that brought it up. Hi, McBuddy. I just mean that there's literally... literally specific days. Okie dokie. Are you dry yet? Nope. Yeah, it's been readily and easily available with information all over the place. I mean, yeah, especially since like I fixed my card mostly. The credits could still use them and more about the different models, but you know what? The other links have been easily available. And like I said, my username's the same across platforms, so you know. Bench press day. Oh yes. For the daily check-in, do you need to put no, just put the number. Just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. If it's too easy, it's no fun, right? It was pretty easy. I think I even have it linked as one of the links too. It says 18 plus only. But shh, that's against TOS. Enjoy your macchiato. It is funny the overlap and then the realization of, oh, stunning. The realization from one side to the other, and then where those two worlds meet. 7 months. Dang. Gonna go wash my brain with bleach and alcohol. I'd ask you if you would wash mine, but I don't have one to wash. Good night, Atlas. Mwah. We are so close to finishing it, and yet so far away. So eepy. Oh, we've been together almost a year, Fizz. What are you getting me for our 1 year anniversary? Weave. Weave. Um, I have ideas for some stuff. Uh, and I have like the ability to do so. It's just getting, I'm lactose intolerant, Fizz. And it depends on the cheese. And are you throwing it at me, or will you be giving it for me to eat? Like by my own hands, not via projectile onto the screen. What? I missed something. Wish I found you sooner. So am I doesn't stop me? Stop you from what? Wait, I got a mix of feeling now gremlin energy mixed with goth mommy plus hungry girl. What's to do? Well, I am a gremlin. Yokai of some sort, an obake. Besides, I've adopted Melty's Discord tag, so it says Ches. It says Ches. Reward points are staying the same because common issue. Oh, Not gaining points. Huh, that's weird. Hi, J-Man. Silver lining for how ridiculously late it is. Yeah, it's almost 11. I'm barely awake. Today's Tuesday, right? And then so tomorrow's Wednesday. And I think Thursday, is it Thursday that? Yeah, because it is the 12th. 13th, 14th. Okay, so then Thursday, I think my kiddo has their project after school. Which is fine, because if I do stream on a Thursday, it's going to be different time anyways. Then Thursday and Friday. Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad. I'm not good at my days of the week or anything. This is the state of my brain. Always. 12 hours 48. Seen another stream that the channel points are a little broken for some people. Oh, I did not know that. 12 hours for what? I'm really confused about what our conversation is. But 12:50 for her. Oh. Yeah, in a 10:47 kind of way. But I have ideas. I just need to get the balls to do them. Because I have plans and I have ideas, and then like I try them and then I get self-conscious or things break, and then I get too embarrassed to pursue them. And so it's like, well, I don't know. But that's also the point of having the different models too, is to try and do different things. Because the bear one, I want to be able to do slightly different things, exploring those. But yeah, so a reminder, if you see me during the day in the US times, then they're not gonna, the likeliness of them, if I'm in the just chatting category, the likeliness of them being like my evening streams is not very high. And usually I should be donning a bear. I should be the bear. I'm a bear. But yeah. I don't think I've had enough alcohol to wash this conversation out of my head and memory. Which conversation, Lucifer? Of the LOOD variety? Because I know where you've been. Ish. I know where you've been, Lucifer. I'm watching. Yup. For me today, I had to force myself to do it where I wanted. That don't make no sense. Lewd? Sound it out. Well, it's LEWD, but you know. I just don't know why the captions aren't the smartest. What are we talking about? I'm so confused, by the way. I've been home all day. It's been a lazy day. Today you don't feel like doing anything? You just want to lay in your bed? Don't feel like picking up the phone? So leave a message at the tone. Why are you smooshing my face? Why? Stop. I still don't see food or a drink in front of me. Sir. Something happened today. What kind of thing? Something happened today. Usually things happen. Thank you, McBaby. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, gosh, my hips. Ow. Some girl came up to me and asked me out at the mall today. Cute! Did you say yes? Or did you go like, ugh, why are you talking to me? Shrimp Alfredo has been made. Okay, when are you bringing it over, darling? I give her the most disgusted face. Like the little girl that's like got her teeth like just sticking out like, ooh. Side eye. It's time for you, TV. He. Then said, excuse me, but I'm married. I see. Congratulations. I'd be flattered, but I've never had that happen to me. Makes sense now. To the love of my life. I was gonna say, she's not married in the way that you think, but in the way that she believes. I made spaghetti for chat. Ooh. But I've heard really good things about about Zero's Alfredo, apparently. I can't even, I'm just gonna make, no, I'm just gonna, let's see. Well, I'm still gonna post my joke because there. Of the stream. This is my waifu. Hello. Actually, I'm married. This is my waifu. No, not waifu. Wife. You are my wife? I think I've had enough with being wives. Or having wives. Zero, you should go to the red light district. That's my joke. It's great. Is it dry yet? Okay, cool. No, I could finish these. Stop. I still don't see. I don't see a bag of frozen cherries here. Consent is important, Josh. Consent is very important. So you should buy me something, like food, before you finger me in the face. Stop. Ugh. Keep turning into it. Stop. Going blind. Gonna bite it off. Well, you haven't had enough of being my wife. But Jaeger, I should probably put a cooldown on that. You guys are negating each other's headpats. How did you know I have frozen cherries in my freezer? I don't know. I just eat frozen cherries from Costco. Thank you for the biddies. My taste in cherries just, or, you know what's sad though, is that even if my taste in cherries weren't expensive, that finding finding cherries for $2 a pound is next to impossible. Cheapest I found recently, although it's not quite cherry season, but the last container of cherries we did have were really good, but it was like $5 a pound of cherries. I buy them in the 3-pound bags from Costco, but it has to be the specific kind because there's different ones that they have in rotation. I'm just gonna act like an idiot. Act oblivious. And then the question will be, does she mean it? Or is she actually that oblivious? Is it a joke or is she oblivious? Thank you. Mina's response, a pound of cherries? Well, not right now, because they get red, because I just use my fingers. And so I don't want to get cherry juice on the, you know? Like, I'm sure it'd be fine, but sometimes. 3-berry, no, I don't want that. Oh, I get the, okay, well, that's fair. But I don't want that. I like, specifically, there's like one of the organic brands, because there's a lot of them, but it's in the gray bag, and they've got the best texture. They've got the best texture. Blorp. You can't even see it. There's a blorp. Okay. Thank you for the biddies. I know, I should turn on tits. Sorry. I'm sorry I don't have my tits on. My computer's already having troubles, I guess. It's already struggle bussin'. The problem is that it's really thick. And I don't want it, like, thick. Congrats on getting points. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So now that I've mentioned it, Jaeger, you're going to be a menace, aren't you? Or more so than you already are. Thank you. Are you needing attention, Josh? Is this what this is about? Thank you, McBuddy. McBuddy's being very handsy, too. But McBuddy's been more active as of late. You're just needing some attention. Well, this one's on you. Because if you're not here on the regular Glacier, there's only so much attention I can give you. I can't control when you're not around. I can't control when people are around. Things go off the rails fast. Oh my god, it's been like 3 hours. Nobody told me. Where's my OT counter thing? That went away forever. Excuse you. Excuse you. Oh. I'm easily lured in with food. Just feed me. But food's expensive. Although I had pad thai today. It was spicy. It was a lot more spicy than usual. Well, you didn't really have a clear time anymore. Well, I still have to wake up and take my child to school. I almost didn't, because I woke up, because I went to bed around the time I needed to get up. I mean, I can't handle spicy. It's mainly my stomach. The acid reflux. I've just been so stressed. I've been under so much stress. So, usually, I just have streams on in the background. And doom scroll TikTok, but I've been doom scrolling less. That's fair. That's fair. Doom scrolling less is a good thing. I will commend you on that. I go through periods of time in which I will do TikTok doom scrolling. So it'll be like nothing for a couple weeks, and then it'll be all of the doom scrolling. But then I'll usually be sending all those weird videos to everyone. I have a really fucked up For You page. And so I send the really fucked up videos to the Shufflin' Jesus and Rabo. And by when I say like the fucked up ones, I mean the fucked up ones. But they said that they were cool with it, so that's on them. People say, oh, it's fine. I say, I have a fucked up sense of humor, and they're like, oh, it's fine. And then I start, like, sending them things or saying things, and they're like, you've got a really fucked up sense of humor. And I'm like, I already told you that. You had your warning. Now you're stuck here. Now you're stuck here. You can never leave. Fuck up humor. Prove it. I'm trying to think of some of the really messed up ones. All I know is that my community, as of December, are boring people. Because we tried the try not to laugh challenge. Only one video made me smile. You know, some dark... Well, dark humor is much like food. Not everybody gets it. I was the big winner of the losers. You tried. Have you ever seen the what is it, the Space Odyssey 2001 or whatever, where all the like the orchestra swaps instruments, and so it's like it sounds almost right, but it's not because they don't play those instruments, and so it's like brrr, 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 brrr. It's like that. You tried. On a scale of humor, dark humor or dead baby humor? Probably both. Like, dead baby humor can be but the problem is a lot of the dead baby humor isn't really humor, it's just shock value, and it's not really funny. It's just, oh, how dare. You know? If you know Bert strips, like, that kind of humor I like. What's got 5 legs and is under 3 feet high? A pit bull in a kindergarten with a child leg in his mouth. Ah. What do you call a woman with no arms and no legs on the beach? Sandy. What do you call a man in the water with no arms and no legs? Bob. What do you call a woman in the middle of the street with no arms and no legs? Patty. Exactly. So that's kind of my humor. And there's another, like, see, this is gonna get me in trouble. What do you call a woman with no arms and one leg? I have no idea. IHOP. But that's not like a woman's name. Where Sandy is. I'm a full. Did you see my comment in the red light district? Because that was the joke I was gonna make. But what do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea. What do you call a very pretty woman? Ha 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 ha. I call her V. Why are you guys using the last name? The influx of V's has gone up tenfold. There was only a couple of weirdos who called me V. Trouble always worked. Also worked. Yeah. You started it, sir. Last night. You started it. Yeah. I would have been none the wiser. But you roll in private chat. And so it piqued my curiosity, okay? And then that urge to just be a little shithead. Oh, you little shit. Yeah. Precisely. Precisely. Well, that's why you don't support. Stop. Just don't support people, obviously. I'm so antisocial. Thank you, Josh. Where it's like, well, then just be like me. Don't talk to anybody. If you don't want random wars breaking out during streams, then don't support people. You say that as you come in and then follow my Twitch. Well, you know. I'm pretty sure I explained how I have a certain type. Thank you, Josh. There's a white-haired anime man. Or a woman, I'm not picky. I want to make a joke so bad. Konnichiwa, Kitsune Mama. O genki desu ka? Darling, you can come on to me anytime you want. And then she's banned. And that's when Mina was banned. Womp, 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 womp. Oh gosh. It's everywhere. Oh gosh. Sure, we're just gonna slap it on there and hope that it doesn't look too terrible. Yeah. I was all worried because, like, you won't dare. Won't dare what? Make the joke? I just did. I was all worried though. Because Because chat froze. I just said it. Did it not go through? I guess you'll have to watch the VOD. Assuming I keep it up, actually. Okay. Choop. Ooh, you little shit. You were the one that wasn't listening. Like a man. Not listening. Not doing your gender any favors there. Goodness. Ohayo minari. Ohayo gozaimasu. Kitsune mama. How is your vacation, Kitsune mama? I'm gonna turn on my fan. Mama's. It's hot as hell and I can't strip anymore. I know! The heat is the worst. The heat is the worst. Because once you're naked, you're just overheated and naked. Then get a fan. Or air conditioning. Like civil... Actually, that's really rude. I was gonna say, like civilized folk, except for like 60% of the world doesn't have air conditioning, I think it is. And that 60% is wrong. And or it's probably better for the environment that you don't, but you know. Yeah, go spelunking in a big body of water. Unless you're landlocked like me. すごく、すごく楽しけれど、時間が過ぎるのが早すぎる気がするわ。うわ。I hope you're getting good rest. You need it. I have AC and a fan, but my room gets hot as fuck. Spelunking is going in caves. Well, I thought it was in water, too. I don't know. I've never been spelunking. Do I look like an outdoorsy type? I'm not. I'm not. You could go redneck engineering, getting an inflatable kids pool and sitting in it. No, with no water. You should just get an inflatable kids pool and just sit in it. No water. What are you doing out there? Cooling off. I have AC, a fan, my room gets hot as fuck. Cost of keeping PC cool. I'm in the basement and it's still I'm still warm in this room. Too much technology. I was hoping to finish these by tonight. Well, maybe. I think if we just do the skin tone. We might be able to. I don't mind it. I missed a scan. My bad. Okay. That's too wet. I don't think that's enough pigment, is it? Nope. Probably blue would have been better to... What if we do a little bit of a purple instead of like a gray? And give her the head pat and the caress. And a doop. Doop. I can't even see it. Ooh. Skin is already done. It's a... Well, yeah, but you still want to do a little bit of... a wee bit of shading. Nope. Too late. Oh. Cobalt blue. So that Prussian blue was not what I thought it was going to be. Ultramarine, maybe? Oh, wait, no, I've got a different... So not the Prussian blue. What have I got in these ginormous tubes? What have we got? We've got Phthalo Blue Red Shade and Ultramarine Deep. Which I already used the Ultramarine Deep. And Quinacridone Magenta is not going to help any. There's a color name for you, Jesus. If you needed another weird one. Quinacridone. It's usually a pinkish reddish. But sometimes it's found in like the yellows and oranges. Oh god. I don't think that's the right. It's light enough, okay. Could always just add more water. Like a smart person. Good night, Josh. Have a good night. Mwah. Graciously tipped. 아이고, 키즈네 마마. 키즈네 마마, ありがとうございます。うわ。ありがとうございます、キツネママ。へえ。Good night, Lucifer. Good night, Josh. かわいらく書きって言いたくなるけど、ちょっと失礼な気もするわ。うわー、ありがとうございます、キツネママ。ブーブー、I don't have a keyboard. それはあまりにもこ恋すぎます。本当にありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ご親切にありがとうございます。ありがとう。うわー。I would have missed it too. Had it not been in English. Had the first half not been in English. Ooh. Thank you. I've been a bit stressed trying to get affairs in order and move out and all that. But the problem is as being a young lady of 30 years old and having never rented on my own. I have no obviously rental history, and I was saying this kind of like how jobs are, where you're like, oh, hi, I'd like to get this job, and they're like, you don't have any work history, and it's like, yeah, that's why I'm trying to apply to get into this job, so I have, you know, job history. Because how else are you going to get job history if nobody gives you that chance? And so it's kind of the same thing, but with like trying to find a place to rent. And I've been running myself ragged, trying to get trying to min-max my time, I guess, in a way of like, oh, see, this is what I can make in about a week or so, give or take. And but because of that, I end up missing scheduled streams, and I've been so sick to my stomach for the past month or so. Where just eating is miserable and sleeping is miserable, and I got rejected today by a place that I think would have worked really well for what I need, because my situation looks like a scam, and so that person thought I was like, I don't even know how that would be a scam, I guess. But I get it. I'm not the ideal renting candidate. And so that's been really stressful, because I'm kind of beholden right now to companies either getting back to me or not. And yeah, so arigatou gozaimasu, kitsune mama. Is it anything worse? Oh no, it's probably that. There's a high correlation with stress and GI issues. And so it's just prolonged that, which is why I haven't bothered going into the doctor. Just because I'm just gonna get told, lower your stress, and it's like, I would if I could, and that won't be happening anytime soon. And so then, yeah, it's just, and I know that like my friends and stuff that want to help, there's nothing that they can do, and so then they're like, well, what can I do? And it's like, I don't think there's really anything that like anyone in particular can do, unless for some, like, unless I had straight up cash to buy a house, there's not really anything that like can be a sooner easy fix or anything like that. It's just kind of the waiting game. But in the meantime, you're running yourself into the ground. And so I'm trying to balance that. And so things are slipping through the cracks more than I care to have do that in the first place. And as summer break approaches, I know that that's going to be even more than on my plate. And my youngest is trying to drop their nap. And it's like I need that time where they nap and that my other child is away at school, just to have like a moment to decompress in the middle of the day. Burn your candle from the two sides and roll over. The dead is no good, I know, but and it varies by the week, but last week was not great, and weeks prior were not. And so that, like, the sooner I can be out, the better, but in the meantime, it's just kind of you're stuck in this limbo of constant stress. I read breath. Stress. Stress. And so, yeah. You met a lot of new people who were wearing scrubs. Were you one of those people wearing scrubs? 今日はどうしてるかしら私 ?or 今日はどうしてるかしら私は、みなりまあまあです。もう、心底くたくただ。何もかもにうんざりしてしまったけれど、それでも立ち止まるわけにはいかないし、精一杯頑張り続けなきゃいけない。でも、やっぱり疲れるよ。I think. Translations are hard. No. I was the one they were treating. What'd you do now? 大丈夫ですか鎖釜Yeah, I wish the skin shading showed up a little bit better. It's a little harder for it to read when it's like that. Oh, I guess the sleeves are also kind of that blue, that purpley blue. Oops. This is gonna be like that milky kind of unintentionally milky color because of that gray. Another strong ass reaction to it that made me feel like I was dying. Ugh. I'm sorry to hear that, Kusarigama. May you be in a may you have a fast recovery. Now, is it like I feel like you're dying as in like anxiety driven or like actually can't breathe, like they have to give you something and intervene quickly kind of thing? Not to say that either is fun or anything like that. Ooh, the binders do not work in this. Oh, gross. Let's see. kinda need blue. By kinda, I mean really. But I need a really deep blue. I don't think I have that in Holbein. Gave me a saline bag and injected steroids. I was gonna say, at least, like, get fluids in ya and... Oh, this is not a good color. Oh gosh. I'm mixing up way too much of this color too. So I'm not even gonna need it, but whatever. Because I only need the smallest amount. But at least it re-wets. 10% anxiety, 9% of actually dying. Okay. Because I was gonna say, I feel like there's very few things that are worse when you're like, I think I'm dying, and then you go and they're like, no, it's just anxiety, and you're like, oh, I'm really glad I wasted that money, thanks. But I do hope you feel better soon, Kusarigama. Remember, people here are only allowed to have near-death experiences, right? Since that seems to be a common thing for some reason in my community. Hey, Rin, guess what? I almost died. Thanks. Bye, Void. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you sleep well. Mwah. I should have used a smaller brush. Who should we raid, by the way? Spoons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do spoons. Mumusaki. We did Mumusaki somewhat recently. But let's do Bending Silver Spoon. It's been a while since we've been over to her. She's got one of the cutest voices with vocal fry I think I've ever heard. Like, there's something about her vocal fry that's just... I don't know, she's very... Do you ever hear those people that's like, you sound like you smell good? You just seem like you smell good. She just seems like she smells good. Although thinking of, I should turn off my raids. Stop raids. Copy. Wa minari ga kurenai no okami datta ni okami datta nante つかなかったはすごく素敵よ。ありがとうございます、キツネママ。Yeah, I have this version, like the red. There's also a purple, and then there's like a lighter blue. I hear someone say vocal fry sounds. Well, hers is just like, I don't know. Is something really soft about the way that Bending Silver Spoons speaks? It's like soft but like clear. Like someone who enunciates very well. Unlike me with my slurring. But yeah. Gone to the clinic to see if I had something like strep, and they were like, "You need to go to the ER." Yeah, I know that there've been my partner's friend. I think her brother that happened. Like he was sick and he went in, and they like took his oxygen level and went, "You need to go to the ER now." It's like, oh, okay. Thank you, unknowable hunter, for the follow. Welcome in. Can I know you? It's unknowable. No, I cannot. But I don't know how to describe how to describe Silver Spoon's voice. Just like precise, kind of. Proper, maybe? Even though, like, I guess vocal fry wouldn't necessarily be like proper etiquette or speaking or what have you, enunciation, diction, something. But like, elocution, maybe? Wow! ありがとうございます。キツネママ。ありがとう。本当にありがとうございます。But yeah. Oh. Hurry up and dry. Guess we can do the eyes a little bit darker. Just to cover some of my mess ups. And yeah, last week was so bad that like I almost just picked up and left. Like, just I'm gonna start anew. Don't know which state, but it'll be somewhere new. I was tempted to just pick up and like leave the country, but then I was like, but I probably won't get back in then. Which may or may not be a good thing. You know that, like, that urge to just escape. Depends on point of view. Yeah. So I ride motorcycles like hop on and disappear for a while. Yeah. I'm just tired of the roller coaster of this all. Where I think like things are fine and that you've got a handle on things and then it just explodes in your face. And so it's like I don't know how best to handle this. So I'm trying to make it like as quick and not easy, but less painful process. But it's gonna happen everywhere though. Not in the ways that it has been here. Will I still have problems finding like an actual place of residence? Oh yeah, probably. If not worse. But yeah. Just that the escape that I was looking for could happen, but not in obviously the way that I expect or would even want necessarily. That like I want the impulsivity of it and that the possibility that it might work out, but like knowing the type of person I am, that it wouldn't. And so I just have to obviously stick it through. But in the meantime, playing the waiting game, I think, is the worst. I'm a bit of a control freak. If I can like have a goal that I need to have a goal that I need to work towards, then like that puts me in control of that, right? But when I'm beholden to waiting for responses or perceptions of things or what have you, it's yeah. That was like that was vague, I guess, in a nonsensical way. I could have been mixing colors this whole time instead of just sitting here. Instead of just sitting here like a derp. Derp derp. Too purple. Still a bit too purple. But I'm afraid to add that orange again. Let's see. Vermilion hue, maybe? Like a... Whoa! Oh, shit! Oop. Oh, I got so lucky. Just dropped an open thing of bright orange paint. Oh well, I'll figure it out or I won't. C'est la vie. I think that's too purple. Like it would have been fine, but I mixed the other one too blue. This is the troubles with monochromatic palettes. It's getting enough contrast in the different kinds of blues. There we go. And doop. And doop. Thank you for the crass fist. Okay, shall we raid Bending Silver Spoon? Oh, come on. I'll let that dry and hopefully, let's see. Bending Silver Spoons. That is my paint, not my keyboard. Oops. Wait. Control X. There we go. Okay. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. I'll be back here probably Friday, possibly Thursday, but most likely just Friday. Yeah, because I think my current permanent schedule is Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, right? Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. At least until till I have a permanent residence and figure out my schedule from there. So, because that'll change. So, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. Try to get some rest. I make no guarantees, but I will try. Good night.